After you've got the tire off, you want to feel around the outside edges of the tire, actually on the inside, following along inside, looking for whatever it is that caused the flat. Might have been a nail, might have been a barb from a tree. Some locust trees have some very sharp barbs. Might have been a piece of glass or whatnot. But you really want to try to get that out of your tire if it's still in there. Otherwise, when you put your new tube in, you're just going to end up getting another flat tire right away. Let's say that you're traveling down the path again after you've replaced your tube, and you come across another spot where you get a flat, and you're all out of brand new tubes. In that case, you get to move on and actually patch your inner tube. Basically, it's going to be the same philosophy all over again. Undo the wheel, take the tire off, pull the tube out, but this time you're going to have to patch it. I use these here little Park Tool patch kits. Basically what they are is they're a little sticker that actually you locate the hole inside the tube and you just stick it right on there, and you make sure you knead it in really good. That way you've got a tube that you'll be able to put air in and ride back home with. I always like to try to put in a brand new tube if I can first. That way you've got more integrity with the tire itself and the tube. The patches can get little bits of dirt on them. Maybe it's raining or something out. It's not as secure of a fix as if you'd use a brand new tube. If for some reason the thorn or piece of glass or whatever has actually sliced your tire itself, and along with the inner tube, they make an interesting little piece here. It's particularly tough plastic with a real strong adhesive to it that's going to allow you to put it on the inside of the tire along the inner tube, and it's going to create a patch. It's going to be a very temporary patch, but it'll get you back home. Next thing we need to discuss is what are you going to inflate your new tube with? Basically, we've got three different types of pumps that we can use. We've got the CO2, we've got the frame pump. We also have another style of pump here. That's also a frame pump, but it's a little bit different. This here CO2 pump has become quite popular over the last while. It's very small, it's easy to use. It fits right inside your bag real easy like. So for those reasons, it's very popular. The drawback to this style of pump is there's only one or two inflations in the CO2 cartridge itself. For that reason, I'm partial to using a regular pump, be it the frame style pump or this here frame pump here. These here, like I say, only have about two inflations in them. These here will pump until your arm gives out, basically. This here pump here usually will mount in next to your water cage here. It's a super convenient place to keep it out of the way. Travels almost totally unobtrusively right there. In addition to this particular pump, we also have this here pump here, which I have mounted underneath my seat on the seat post. So it has both styles of things, and it has a gauge on the front of it, so you know how much tire pressure you're putting in. One of the last things that you'll want to make sure you have with your bike, and is just as important as everything else we've discussed here, is some sort of toolkit, usually designed especially for your bike. They make all kinds of them out there. Basically, you're going to need a set of Allen wrenches of some sort, some open-end wrenches, screwdrivers, and whatnot. Like I say, they got a bunch of different brand names out there. I'm sure they'll all work equally well. You don't really need a ton of tools, but it's good to have something with, 4 or 5 different types of Allen wrenches, screwdriver, whatnot. The other thing I also like to carry with me is a Leatherman, mostly because it's got a pair of pliers with it, but also because it's got a fairly full knife and screwdriver, scissors, and whatnot in here that can also aid you out. For cable breaks, sometimes a pair of pliers is nice to hold on to that cable with. One of the other things about a good tool kit you'll want to make sure you have on it is a chain breaker. like I mentioned earlier, a well-tuned chain is a necessary part of the bike, good oil and whatnot. But even after you've had a new chain, it's in good working order or whatnot, sometimes sticks and whatnot can jump up into the chain and actually break the chain on you. When that happens, you're going to have some way of removing the bad link and repairing the chain. To do that, you need that chain breaker. Basically, it just goes on here and it pushes the pin that's inside of the chain out. After you've got the chain braked and the bad links removed, there is the off chance that you're going to be able to push the pin back into the link again. But in reality, that is a very difficult thing to do. What I usually do is I carry with me an extra chain link. And they split into two little pieces like this. One end fits on one side of the chain link and the other fits on the other. They slide in and lock together solid so that you have a new piece of link in there. It makes things a lot easier, and honestly, it makes it a lot more solid also. Well folks, that's what I have for you today. My name is Frank Flack again. I'm with the Carroll County Cycle Club and for ecountrylifestyles.com. Thanks for having me here. Bye-bye.